Welcome to the complete ADHD Focus Planner Bundle tutorial. This is a detailed walkthrough of 4 separate planning systems for Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets. Before entering any personal information, save a working copy. In Excel, use Save as and keep the original file untouched. In Google Sheets, open the Access PDF, click the Template button, choose File, then make a copy. Never request editing access to the shared master file. Work only in your personal copy. The bundle follows one simple workflow. First, capture tasks before they are forgotten. Second, turn vague projects into clear next actions. Third, place the most important actions into realistic daily and weekly plans. Fourth, update task status, habits, and goals. Finally, review dashboards and make small adjustments. You do not need to use all 4 workbooks every day. Choose one main system, then use the others only when their special features are useful. We begin with Planner 1, the ADHD Task Planner. Start on the Instruction or Start Here page. Read the recommended tab order before moving into the workbook. Do not begin by typing into the dashboard. The dashboard is a result page. The correct sequence is Setup, Task Input, Planning Views, and then Dashboard Review. Open the Setup tab. Click only inside the prepared input areas. Replace sample categories with categories that match your real life, such as work, home, health, finance, study, or personal. Review priority labels, status choices, people, and any date settings. Keep the spelling consistent. Drop-down lists, filters, totals, and charts depend on these exact labels. Now open the main task input table and click the first available blank row. Enter one clear action per row. Instead of writing client project, write draft client proposal. Instead of writing website, write update product description. A useful task begins with a verb and describes something that can actually be completed. After the task name, choose a category, select a priority, add the due date, estimate the time required, and choose the current status. Use due dates only when a task has a real deadline. Priority should describe importance, not anxiety. High priority means there is a real consequence or a strong connection to an important goal. Medium priority is useful but flexible. Low priority can wait. Large projects should be divided into smaller actions. For example, a proposal may become research requirements, draft outline, check numbers, review language, and send final version. Smaller actions make the schedule more realistic and allow progress reports to show meaningful movement. Open the Auto Schedule view. The schedule is calculated from the source task information. Follow the suggested dates, order, and focus blocks. If a task appears in the wrong place, return to the original task row and correct the deadline, duration, priority, energy level, or status. Do not overwrite calculated schedule cells. Always correct the source input. Next, open the daily planner. Begin with fixed appointments, meals, travel, and breaks. Then select a small number of essential tasks. Place the most demanding task into the period when your concentration is strongest. Leave buffer time for interruptions. A calendar filled every minute is usually not a realistic plan. Move to the weekly planner. Look across all 7 days and identify overloaded periods. Move flexible tasks before the week begins. Keep important deadlines visible. When unfinished tasks remain, decide whether to reschedule, delegate, simplify, or delete them. Do not automatically copy every unfinished item into the next week. The Kanban board shows movement from not started to in progress to completed. Update the status in the original task table, then confirm that the task appears in the correct Kanban section. The Eisenhower view separates urgent and important work. Use both pages as review tools, not as separate duplicate task lists. Finish Planner 1 on the dashboard. Review completion rate, overdue work, upcoming deadlines, category workload, and priority distribution. Charts are signals. When a number looks wrong, return to the source task table and check the status, category, date, and location of the entry. Now open Planner 2, the ADHD Task Tracker. This workbook is useful when you want a simpler task database with clear status, priority, due dates, and dashboard reporting. Save a personal copy and review the setup lists before entering tasks. Click the next empty row in the task table. Enter the task name, status, priority, due date, category, and notes. Use the prepared dropdowns. Do not create several different words for the same status, such as complete, completed, and done. Consistent labels keep the key performance cards and charts accurate. As work changes, update the status in the source row. Move a task from pending to in progress only when work has actually started. Mark it completed only when the action is finished. The completed, pending, and in progress totals should update automatically. Open the priority view. If nearly every task is marked high priority, the label no longer helps. Reduce the high priority list to the few items that truly matter most. Use medium and low priorities to keep the plan readable and reduce unnecessary pressure. On the dashboard, review the overall completion percentage, status totals, and category charts. Compare them with the task table. When a chart does not update, confirm that the new task was entered inside the prepared table and that the category and status match valid drop-down values. At the end of the week, remove tasks that no longer matter. Break down tasks that are still too large. Assign realistic new dates only to work that remains necessary. A clean task list is more useful than a long list filled with outdated intentions. Planner 3 is the auto schedule focus system. Begin in the master task log. Enter every task once, including the task name, due date, estimated duration, priority, category, energy requirement, and current status. The scheduling, focus, daily, weekly, and dashboard views all depend on this master data. Estimate time honestly. A task expected to take 90 minutes should not be placed into a 30-minute block. Use energy level to match demanding work with your strongest concentration periods. Place low-energy administrative work into weaker periods of the day. Open the Auto Schedule engine and review the calculated sequence. The engine makes a recommendation based on your entries. If the order is not useful, do not type over the output. Return to the master task log and adjust the deadline, duration, priority, energy requirement, or status. The focus task board should contain only a small number of actions that deserve attention now. Select one main task and a few supporting tasks. When the main task is completed, update the source status and choose the next meaningful action. Keeping the focus list short reduces visual overload. Use mood, habit, and reward sections briefly and consistently. These pages are planning and observation tools, not medical or diagnostic tools. Look for practical patterns, such as stronger focus after enough sleep, movement, fewer simultaneous tasks, or better preparation. In the daily planner, enter fixed appointments first. Add focus blocks around them, then include breaks and transition time. Do not schedule every minute. In the weekly and monthly review pages, look at completed tasks, missed deadlines, focus time, habits, and goal progress. Choose only one or two improvements for the next period. Planner 4 combines tasks, habits, routines, streaks, and goals. Begin in Setup. Enter category lists, statuses, priorities, and habit names. Keep the habit list small enough to update every day. 5 consistent habits are more useful than 20 habits that are rarely recorded. Open Master Task Input and enter each task once. Add the category, priority, due date, status, and notes. Today Auto, ADHD Focus, and dashboard pages should pull information from this master table. Do not type the same task into several different pages. Open Today Auto to see the work requiring attention now. Use this page as a working view, but return to the master task row when changing a due date, status, or priority. Complete one action, update the source, and confirm that Today Auto and the dashboard respond correctly. The ADHD Focus view reduces the amount of information shown at one time. Use it when the full task list feels overwhelming. Select the next action, remove distractions, work for a defined focus period, then return and update the task status. On the habit tracker, mark each habit using the same method every day. Review weekly consistency rather than expecting perfection. One missed day does not erase progress. When a habit is repeatedly missed, make it smaller, move it to a better time, or remove it. Use streak and progress charts as feedback, not judgment. A streak can motivate, but it should not become a reason to quit after an interruption. Look at the wider pattern and choose the next small improvement. For goals, write a clear outcome, define a measurable milestone, choose a target date, and break the milestone into actions that can be added to the master task table. Review goal progress weekly and change the next action when circumstances change. To choose among the 4 planners, use Planner 1 for many connected project views. Use Planner 2 for a straightforward task tracker and dashboard. Use Planner 3 when auto-scheduling, energy, time blocks, and focus support are most important. Use Planner 4 when you want tasks, habits, routines, streaks, and goals in one connected system. Choose one primary system rather than maintaining all 4 at the same time. Follow these safe editing rules. Type only in prepared input sections. Do not delete formulas, chart ranges, hidden helper data, or dashboard totals. Add new rows inside the prepared tables. Keep a clean backup copy. If a result looks wrong, check the source row, drop-down value. date format, and whether the entry is inside the correct table. Use a simple daily routine. Capture new tasks. Select a small number of priorities. Place them into realistic time blocks. Update status when work changes. Mark habits briefly. At the end of the day, review what worked and choose the next action for tomorrow. Small, consistent updates keep the system useful and easy to maintain.